Hey guys, so 10.6 here is working on applications of logarithms. What it's called, basically it's solving problems with your calculator. Alright, so teaching you how to evaluate logarithms with any given base with your calculator. Okay, so the common logarithm, if you see something that just says log x, is actually log base 10 of x. Alright, so the common logarithm, base 10. Base 10, base 10, really important. Alright, so go ahead and look in your calculator. You should have that out right now because we're going to be using it the whole time. Right to the left of your number 7 button on the TI-84 or 83 or pretty much any TI is the log. Okay, so if you press log, it's giving you just the common logarithm, log base 10. Okay, and you could solve any common logarithm very, very simply, just like that, and typing in the calculator. So that'll be helpful for you. If you don't have that, then please see me if you need me to help you find your logarithm on your calculator. All right, the change of base formula is the other thing that we're going to use. All right, so this is basically how to help you solve logs in a calculator that don't have base 10. You can always convert it to having base 10. Okay, so if you have log base a of x, you could just write this, right, in your calculator, log base 10 of x over log base 10 of a. So, which is the same as just in your calculator, log x over log a. So if you take the log of whatever you need to take the log of, divided by the log of the base, that's going to give you the same answer. Okay, so this is going to be helpful in everything we've worked with so far. You're able to solve because you're able to translate them to having the same base. All right, but that's not always the case. So you need to use a calculator or something like that to get you decimal answers. So we're going to use a calculator to find the volume. Okay, first of all, these three all just have base 10 because there's nothing on there, so you just have to type in your calculator log 4.6, enter. And you get 0.66. 2 decimal places is plenty. Log 283,000. So you should get for that one 5.45. And log 0.0065, you get negative 2.19. Okay, so you should be able to get those. If you're not getting those, obviously see me and we'll mess with your calculator. Now, you can also work backwards, okay? The inverse button, right, to get rid of a log. If you have log x equals something, kind of like when we did inverse, sine, cosine, and tangent, right, there is an inverse type button on here. Just conveniently, just like with the trig stuff, it's just second log. Right, second log is 10 to the x. You should see that on your calculator. So if you raise both of these, 10 to the log x equals 10 to the 3.7135. Okay, this is what you're actually doing. You don't have to worry about this. You don't have to write it out or anything like that. You could just type in your calculator. But the 10 to the and the log will cancel each other out, and you'll just have x equals whatever that is. Okay, so x equals 10 to the 3.7135. So you just hit second log 3.7135, hit enter, and your answer is 5,170.1. Okay. For number 5, same idea. Second log, negative 2.4535. And you should get x equals 0.0035. Okay? And you could write that in scientific notation if you wanted to, or that's fine. Okay? So number 6, 7, 8, and 9, right, look like stuff that we did at the beginning of this chapter. Right? But remember, if we were trying to solve for this, we'd have to manipulate these to get the same base. Well, we can't do that because 2 to the 3x, right? Can you change 7 to have a base 2? No, there's no way that we know how to do that. It's going to be some fractional exponent. So that's why it's not going to work for us. So what we can do is we can take the log of both sides. So if you log both sides, we've got log of 2 to the 3x equals log 7. Okay, we're just going to use the common logarithm with base 10. Now remember our exponent rules. Okay, you could take your exponent and bring it out to the front as a coefficient. So this is 3x log 2 equals log 7. Alright, so we just have to isolate x now. We're multiplying by 3 and log 2, so you can just divide that to both sides. We'll have x equals log 7 divided by 3 log 2. Okay, type that in your calculator. Log 7. Make sure you close your parentheses around log 7. divided by, now you're going to need a parentheses, 3 log 2. Right? If you don't get the same answer as me, make sure you double check to see that you used parentheses correctly. Okay, so x should be 0.94. Okay, and you could obviously check this by typing in your calculator 2 to the parentheses 3 times that answer, and you should get 7. Okay, so if you didn't get 7, then obviously you messed something up. All right, there's another way to do these. I'll do number 8 here differently. So number 8 you could rewrite as log, right? Just convert it into a logarithmic function. So log base 4 of 50 equals x, right? You could do this and then just use the change of base formula that we learned to rewrite this as something you could do in your calculator. Okay, so we're going to make x equals, remember, log 50, log of the answer, divided by the log of the base, log 50 over log 4. Type that in your calculator. Log 50 divided by log 4. You get x is 2.82. All right. Now, number 7. All right, this is just something we get to work out. All right, this is once again working with that change of base. All right, so this is equal to x. The change of base, in order to do something like this, I mean, we could try to write it out as 3 to the x equals 5, but you're going to run into a problem because we can't get the same base there. Okay, so we have to use our calculator. So we rewrite this as log 5 over log 3 equals x. Work that out. Log 5 over log 3, and you get x equals 1.46. Okay, and obviously that's going to help us when we're trying to solve more complex things like that. Okay, and lastly, number 9. All right, you could do either way. You could log both sides, or you could rewrite it as a logarithmic function. I'm going to log both sides for this one. So log of 1.5 to the negative x power equals log of 0.5. Okay, remember this can come out to the front, so negative x log 1.5 equals log 0.5. And divide by negative log 1.5 to both sides. So these cancel out, and you're left with x equals, type in your calculator, log 0.5 divided by negative log 1.5. The answer is 1.71. And that's all you have to do to use your calculator.